Oh, there are so many.
Coming up in this video, it's been a cozy, chaotic, and productive week in the studio. From printing out all your order labels and packing up parcels, to setting up a brand new shelf with some help from Sam. I also finally set up my new desk so I can start packing my longer items properly and not on the floor, which has been such a game changer, honestly. You'll see the process of reorganizing the space, stacking all the teas, and putting everything away. There were plenty of postal runs, a surprise visit from the local pelican, and a bit of a mission trying to snap up product photos in between bursts of rain and wind. It's a real behind the scenes look at what goes into running this little ocean inspired biz, the quiet moments, the creative hustle, and everything in between. So make a cup of tea, settle in, come along for a calm, satisfying week of small business life. So I have recruited my lovely Sam to help me build these shelves because doing it on my own would be quite difficult, I think. So it's nice to have some muscles helping me with the build. We finished it in about an hour and it turned out really perfect and I can put everything on there now. So we're very happy and satisfied with how it turned out.
So the building of the shelves is all done. It looks amazing thanks to my lovely Sam over there in the corner. Thank you. And with help from me, I did a few. I held the wood. I held things. So yeah, it looks really good. And I'm very happy, and now I can put all of my things that are currently in these boxes onto shelves.
We had one last thing to build, which was my long desk where I'm going to be packing all my fins, because at the moment I am packing them on the floor and it is just not an ideal way to pack the fins. And now I have a big mess that I needed to clean up, so I spent the rest of the day putting all the teas into their spots, and it was kind of hard to organize because I have so many different colors, and then some of the sizes I have more of and then some I have less of. So I was just trying to puzzle piece it all together so that everything could fit well and just make sense to me when I go to pack orders. Now that I have finished printing out all the shipping labels, I go ahead and start writing out all the thank you notes to you guys. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that continues to support me and my artwork. I am forever grateful that you guys enjoy my marine life and ocean inspired art. So I write them on these little cards, and I always write a personalized message. So I usually say thank you so much and then the person's name and whichever products they chose for their order. So I just go through my big list that I have on my Shopify store and I write them all in order so that when I go to pack the orders, all of the cards are right there and I can just pick the first one off the top and it's going to match the order exactly, which saves me so much time because I used to write all of them with the order, and that's good when I only have a small amount of orders, but when I'm doing a big amount like this week, it is better for me to just put them all in a pile and do them all in one go. So now I'm going ahead and packing some freediving fins. So if you have no idea what freediving fins are, they are the very long fins that you see people wearing when they're doing breath hold diving. So she's ordered the manta design and I love this design, and she's also ordered the foot pockets that go with it, and I'm just padding it with some brown hex paper. It's very common paper, you've probably seen it in your own packages that you've received, and it just keeps it nice and safe in transit. And now we on to the second order. So they have ordered the shell mask tamer. I absolutely love this tamer. It has become one of the most popular tamers, and she's also ordered the turtles tamer, and they just look so cute together. She's also ordered the fish buff, so it has a lot of different fish on it, and then she's also ordered the tropical dream buff. So I'm just going ahead and adding her thank you note. I'm folding them up nicely so they fit better in the packaging, and then I just kind of wiggle it around and make sure it is all inside. I peel off the little sticky layer and then put her little label on top, and then that's ready to be sent out into the world. So the next order is one of my newest products, which is the blue XL giant tote bag with the megafauna of the sea design, and I just put it in these little blue home compostable bags because, you know, your girl's eco-friendly and we care about the environment here, so I really try to stay away from using plastic packaging. So the next order we have is a seahorse mask tamer, cephalopods, and a nudibranch mask tamer. She's also ordered some stickers, and these are the new stickers that I actually got made out of vinyl so they can stick for a very long time without losing their color. And I just put them all together and pack them up. Here I am finally putting my shelf to good use. Just grabbing these teas off it felt so good because before everything was in boxes on the ground, I'm sure you've seen in my previous videos. So now being able to just reach from the shelf and see exactly what size I want and what color I want has honestly been a game changer. The next order we have is another blue tote bag. I'm putting in her freebie sticker, and she also ordered another sticker. I didn't quite see which one it was, but I'm just folding it up very nicely, peeling the little sticky thing off and packing it up, and it is ready to go out into the world. So the next order is a few more mask tamers. So she's ordered the cetaceans mask tamer and also the Remix mask tamer, and I'm obsessed with these two, and I'm so excited for whoever has ordered it to receive them. She's also ordered some stickers. So this is the whale shark sticker that I'm just adding, and she's also ordered another blue XL tote bag, so I'm just going and fulfilling this order. And then the next one is the shells gator and tropical buff, and also the turtles, so I'm just folding them up very nicely. I usually can only fit 2 buffs in these packages at a time, but I was going for the triple to see if it worked, and it actually stuck, but then it came off, so I did have to tape it a little bit, which was kind of annoying. So I think the max for those are actually 2. So this is the rainbow tote bag. She's ordered the green seahorses tamer, the shells again, very popular style, and I'm just packing them up. So today's been a very big day of packing orders. There's always so much to do when I'm packing orders, and I kind of just get into the flow, get into that, you know, kind of state where you're just packing things automatically. Then all of a sudden you look up at the clock and like hours have flown by and you just had no idea that it had been so long. She's ordered some stickers, so I'm just putting them over there, and then she's also ordered some more mask tamers, so another turtle one going out into the world, and then I just put them all together. She's also got a turtle buff, so this girl definitely loves her turtles. Thank you, Joyce, I think it said on the little note. Thank you, Joyce, for your turtly awesome order, and I'm excited for that to get to you. I absolutely love packing your orders. I always feel so productive when I'm packing orders. So here I am grabbing some t-shirts off my shelf, And then I kind of realized I probably shouldn't put these tees behind the wooden slats because it's kind of hard to get it out. And then here I am just looking at it again, trying to remind myself that I need to move all of those because that was kind of annoying to reach. So I still need to organize it a little bit better so it's easier for me to kind of pack. I mean, it's already a billion times easier than grabbing them out of the boxes and guessing the sizes, but yeah, I just should not put it behind the slat. But at least now I know for next time not to put anything behind there. So I'm just finishing packing up that order. And then I need to clean up my desk, so it does get very messy. If you're a small business owner, you know how fast everything gets messy. So I was just cutting all the wax paper off the sticker ends and then putting them away. So now I am grabbing some more freediving fins. So she's ordered the rainbow Divermon design in black, and then she's also got the 37-38 size. And then I add the little fixing kit so you can screw on the foot pockets. So thank you so much, Lindsay. This is actually a really big order. She's ordered a jumper, some stickers, a mask tamer, and I'm pretty sure she orders another t-shirt as well. So I think it's the pink shells t-shirt that she's ordered, and I'm just peeling it off the shelf and then I rip it out really fast because I'm using one hand, so I don't have another hand to kind of stabilize. So you know, it's like when you rip the tablecloth from under the dining table. I kind of like did that. So now I'm just cutting the sellotape off the box, and I absolutely love these boxes. They are so pretty and I just love having my own personalized design. I actually wasn't going to do these boxes because they were going to be so expensive to do with the full print over the entire thing, but I'm so glad that I spent the extra money to do the boxes how I wanted because I am obsessed with them, and every time someone receives them they post it onto their Instagram story, so that's good for me as well. So here I'm packing up one of the last orders of the day. She's ordered a number of stickers, so I put them in a separate bag to the buffs and the tamers because I don't like to mix them together because sometimes the buffs and tamers can bend the stickers, so I like to keep them very much separated. I'm peeling my little Divermon sticker off and sticking it on, and that is the last order. That is me done for today. We packed a lot of orders today and I am absolutely exhausted. I didn't film all of it because there was just so much to film, but we will see what we get up to tomorrow. Bye! Good morning, it is now day 2 and we're gonna pack a few orders. But first of all, I want to make the most of this weather because as you can see behind me, it is so blue and pretty today, and we've just had bad weather for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And I really want to take some photos of my tote bag. I will show you which one. The Megafauna of the Sea tote bag. And as you can see, it is a blue bag, and I would like to take it with a blue background. So last time I took it, it was with a grey background. So I'd like some nice sunny photos, and then I also want to take some photos of my mask tamers. And then, yeah, maybe we'll go for a walk this morning because it's just so nice outside and I just like to start my day outside. So let's go. So in here, as you can see, we have all our mask tamers, and I think I'm going to choose all of them to bring to the beach because they could all do with a few more photos. I came back from the beach and I took some photos, but it was so windy and the horizon's uneven, but I can just fix that. But the photos turned out really nice. It was just a shame about the wind because I couldn't really take any good photos of me holding the bag because it was just getting blown around so much. But the mask tamers turned out really nice when they weren't flying around off the sand. And I'm just going to edit these so they're a little bit brighter. Then I did some cute like sunflower type of thing. And yeah, those are the photos and I think they came out pretty good. Okay, we are back from the beach now. It was a little bit windy like I thought it would be. And I didn't film too much when I was there because I was just trying to take these photos and I was getting
annoyed because the mask tamers were just like blowing away in the wind, so that was kind of annoying. But I think we might take some better ones on a different day when it's not so windy. And then it was also kind of hard to take photos of the bags, so yeah, I did get some nice ones, and I did take my pink visors as well, so I think those came out really nice. So the rest of today I think I'm gonna do some admin work. I do have a few orders to pack. I don't know if I'm gonna film that because I have heaps of like packing the day after, so I might just do some admin work because I do need to order some new products. So I'll show you what I need to order. I'm really starting to run low on these UV buffs, and if you don't know what these are, they actually just go over your head. I will show you. They go like this, and then you can put them over your face. You can use it as a headband, like you can do whatever with these. But yes, I am running a little bit low on them. I only have around 70 to 50 of each design. I have about 15 designs, so I definitely need to get some more because they go very quickly, and I also have a lot of wholesale orders going out as well, so I like to keep them stocked up. Yeah, you can use this one. I'm not using it now. And I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's another day, and I just came back from the dentist. And my teeth are nice and clean now. I mean, they were clean before, but I just went to go get them cleaned again. So today we're gonna pack some more orders because there's still a bit to get through. And I'm going to do my best to film because it's quite hard actually to film packing and then also trying to pack the orders. So we'll do a little bit of that. So there are my orders, and I'm just having some grapes because I like them. So I'm just printing out the Australian ones because it's easier for me to kind of organize. Okay, so we're gonna do some packing of the orders now. I've got my laptop and my shipping labels, and we're ready to kind of go. So let's get into it. I'm just signing all of these and dating them. I don't know why they don't come pre-signed and dated like my old ones, but I'll have to talk to Australia Post about that, because it takes me too long to sign and date all of these. I mean, it doesn't take me that long, but it's just like an extra step and an extra little thing that I have to do, which I think could be avoided. So I will send that email and say, excuse me, Ozpost, why am I still signing and dating these? This is an outdated method, and quite frankly, I don't really want to do it. Okay, I have just finished writing all the little thank you notes. Wow, there are so many. Thank you guys so much. This week has actually been kind of crazy, surprisingly. For this time of the year, it is quite busy, so I'm very grateful nonetheless. So let's get these on the table and let's start packing more orders. Tomorrow is my last day of packing orders, and then I'm gonna have a break, but I probably won't because, you know, small business life means working 24/7. This one is for Caitlin. Thank you, Caitlin. So I'm just writing her note, and then I just put her mask tamer. She got the sharks one, very cute. And then I put it in here. Thank you note goes in, and then I always put a little freebie sticker. And then I just peel these little things off they kind of get stuck sometimes. Close that up, and then I peel off. And then I press fulfill, and then I go on to the next order. So I decided I'm just going to do 3 more orders, because when I video and do this, it takes me too long, and I just really need to finish these.
So it is about 12 p.m. now at lunchtime, and we're getting a little bit hungry, but we're making very good progress on the packing of the orders, and I do like to try to get them all ready and done by 2 o'clock, because that is when the post office, like the big truck, comes to pick up all the parcels. So if it's not ready by then they will be sitting at the post office overnight. So I do try to avoid that, but today I just don't think I'm gonna meet that deadline because I have so many to kind of pack today.
So Samantha, thank you Samantha, has ordered 2 seahorse mask tamers. So I'll just pack those. She gets her freebie sticker. And I'm actually almost running out of these. Samantha, here's her thank you note. Put those together, and then I'm just putting them in my Diamond bags. Double check. I'm always double checking because sometimes when I'm packing orders, if I'm not fully concentrating and talking to the camera like I am now, I might put in the wrong thing because I have lots of similar designs but on different products, and if I'm not concentrating, I sometimes mix them up. And that is done.
So I'm just packing these last few orders. These are all the Australian ones, and then I'm going to print out all of the international ones next, and I think that's going to take me late into the afternoon, maybe 4:30 I will be done, and I will go to the post office at 4:30 probably. But yeah, there's a lot to kind of pack, so I'm just sticking her label on there, and then I'm going on to the next order after I press fulfill. And there's always so much rubbish everywhere. And here is the next one for Heather. Thank you so much, Heather. She ordered a few buffs, and I'm just packing up those last buffs there. So now I'm just gonna put the last one in here. So that's all the Australian ones, and I get a little visit from Mr. Pelican. He's always just cruising by. He's there all day, every day. Well, sometimes he's not, but usually he is. I'm just printing out the rest of the international orders to pack tonight, and I like to do the international ones separate to the Australian ones because it just makes it a little bit easier for when I'm organizing it on my Shopify store.
So Gia, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Gia, she has ordered the Shells Tamer. It's super cute, and this has actually become the most popular mask tamer, surprisingly, and I think it's because I did the pink on the outside. So that was actually not meant to be like that. I was gonna do tan on the outside, but because they did not have a tan color, I was like, oh, I'll just do pink then. So we did pink, and they actually popped off. I love them. So thank you, Maija. Thank you, Maija. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And I'm just packing her order, put it in the bag, peel it off, and close it. Put on her little sticker. And then I press fulfill, and that is off to Florida. So thank you, Cody. he has ordered the Sharks t-shirt. I just opened it so I can show you guys the design. And these are all my shark illustrations: wobbegong, oceanic white tip, bull shark, blue shark, and they really just pop on the white tee. So thank you, Cody. And Cody has also ordered the Sharks and Cetaceans mask tamer. And if you do not know what cetaceans are, they are dolphins and whales and fin porpoises, I think. Yeah, something like that. And then sharks, everyone knows what a shark is. So that's got the great white tiger shark, hammerhead shark, and the mako shark on there, which is pretty cool.
So when I was filming this, I actually made a massive mistake. So I was meant to make a time lapse on my phone, and I ended up making a very long 30-minute video. And I didn't realize until I went behind my phone just to check that everything was in frame. And then I saw the time and I was like, oh my goodness. And then I saw that it wasn't a time lapse and I was like, oh no. But that's alright because I just compressed it and made it really small and sped it up so it just looks like a time lapse anyway. But now I know for next time to double check that it is in time lapse mode and not in record.
Okay, there we go with the last order of the night, and we're just gonna fulfill. So it is now 4:27 p.m. It's still kind of bright outside. You can still see out. Here are all my little blue orders, and then I have my other ones here that are not as aesthetically pleasing, but they are still good nonetheless. So I'm just going to pack them up. I just wanted to show you guys because it looked pretty with all the blue kind of lined up like that. And yeah, I'll pack these up and kind of do some other things tonight. A lot of admin work to do as always, and I want to organize these because I'm running out. Now we're just gonna take all of these to the post office and then we will be good.
I have these huge gaps where all my tamers are because I sold so many, so we're just gonna go in and fill them up so they are all standing upright and they look pretty and aesthetically pleasing, because we don't like them just falling all over the ground. So it's nice to have them all pushed up. And I'm just adding some of the shark ones in here and then also some cetaceans ones. And I've actually almost run out of all the whale shark ones because we did have a big wholesale order of them. So I'm missing a few of those. I'm adding in some more nudie branks. They're also very popular style, especially with all the macro divers. And if you don't know what macro diving is, it is all the tiny little creatures that the divers like to take underwater photos of.
Good morning. It is now Friday, the last day of me packing orders, and I was so happy when I woke up this morning to see so many of you have ordered overnight. So thank you so much, and I am so grateful that you guys are loving my work. So let's get into it.
So of course you guys know I like to start off with writing all of my thank you notes. So we have a few to get through, as overnight there was quite a lot of orders, which I was a little bit surprised by. I was like, whoa, there's a lot of orders, and I'm just writing them all out, so it does take me a little bit of time, but it is worth it for me because I get excited when you guys repost it on your stories and I see my little note there, and then I think to myself, yes, that little handwritten note was definitely worth it. So now I'm just bringing my laptop over to my printer, and I have actually moved it over there. I don't know if you guys remember in my previous videos, but it was in a different part of the upstairs area, but I've moved it by this window now because I like it better. So I ended up doing the exact same thing as I did yesterday with the video instead of the time-lapse mode, and I ended up with another very long video. So this is a sped up video and it just doesn't look as good as the time-lapse, so I need to really be careful that I am choosing time-lapse mode and not the video mode. So I'm just kind of speeding through these orders. I didn't do too many different angles, but this is them all done and prepped and ready to go. So I'm just going up and down the stairs with them. It is quite the workout, I must say, especially with the heavier boxes, these ones with the fins in them.
Now I'm just going to the post office to drop off all my parcels and send them off into the world. I just got to the post office and it is bucketing down. It is crazy out there. So that's pretty much it for the week. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys got some insight in what I do in the week. It was a very busy week, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.